All righty. All right. Okay, so today's May 9th, and it's not Q&A. It's take it to the grave. No, wait. Really? Wait. How do I do that? Edit name. Take it to the grave. Regret. Live. Quantum consciousness. Don't die with regrets. Got it. Don't die with regrets. There we go. Yeah, today's quantum consciousness. Okay, cool. Alrighty, don't take it. Oh, wait, don't die with regrets. Yeah. Alrighty, that's a big one. That's one of the biggest bad feelings we can have is regret. Because you can't change it, can't fix it, can't do anything with it other than clear the energy of it, which is what I can do. All right. So today is quantum consciousness. Okay, so don't die with regrets. Okay, well, the regrets that are going to mess you up, anytime you've done something that you feel guilty about, or you wish you could change it, and there's so many different kinds of regrets. People have regret for, like you fall in love and then you can't open to the relationship and you leave and you have regret. Okay, or you're in a relationship and you cheat on your partner, regret. Okay, major regret. Okay. You do something at work, you make an error, where it causes harm or it messes things up or it costs people a lot of money. Regret. Okay. I mean, regret can be anything, anywhere. I mean, people just have regret, a lot of regret. So the thing with regret is you can't change it. Okay. For example, let's just say that someone's working for a business and you inadvertently spent money on something and it didn't work, but you can't return it, but it cost a lot of money, and then you're fearing, wow, I just really messed up, I cost the business a lot of money, and there's all this bad feeling, regretting that, just severe regret, and you just can't get over it because it affected the whole business. Okay. I've had people do some financial things for businesses and totally took the business down, and people were extremely, distraught, major regret. Okay. Sometimes look at things, think about this. You have children, how, you do things with the kids, do things that you regret later. I mean, my mother had great regret. Okay. My mother wished she would have, been there for her kids rather than off working. And I mean, she didn't regret the part where she had her own life, but she did regret where she worked, where a lot of work, basically she was never there. So that was one of her big regrets, that she didn't raise her own children. You can have regrets, be treating people bad, like how about your own parents, and we get mad at them and then we withhold love, and then they get old and then they die. And then we regret that we didn't let them know we cared, especially the thing around loving people, loving someone. There's be a lot of regret around not letting people know that you do that you love them, I mean, it's just everywhere, people. It can be in any aspect of one's life. Regret. Regret you didn't. Oh, I remember way back in my life, my we had an opportunity to buy like land. This was way back, like in the 70s. And back then, you know, we weren't thinking about buying land, but we didn't do it. And that land was $6,000 an acre. And then 10 years later, it's like $50,000 an acre. So regret. Regret that you bought crypto because you lost all your money, other than Cynthia, who made money. But regrets anywhere and everywhere, okay? Here's the thing, though. Here's what's important to get and understand. Regret causes an emotional feeling in the body. That emotional feeling gets anchored in, and if you don't go through whatever the feelings are with that regret, you know, the things you wish you would have changed or did or whatever, that emotion stays anchored in. And then what happens is then when you come into your next incarnation, as you start growing up and as the wounding starts to get revealed and exposed, as you know, because when you first come in, the wounding's kind of buried. And then life starts to happen and little things start to activate your wounding. And then pretty soon the energy of regret, well, the problem with that is it's an energy frequency and it's in your subconscious. And so you're going to recreate scenarios to bring that energy frequency of regret up to awareness so that you can heal it. I mean, people, that's all the triggers, all the activations, that's all it's about. You know, you get triggered and the intention is, oh, I'm having a reaction. Oh, I have an opportunity to find some wounding and heal it. So then you come in and feel, okay? But because the world doesn't have these teachings and nobody knows about them hardly at all. And so we go around thinking, oh, having a reaction. Oh, blame. It's all about you. But the carryover is the issue. So you have energies that get stuck, that get, you know, in the subconscious, and then it gets anchored in, and you're recreating horrors all over again, you know, recreating your life all over again in a bad way, and the past life. Sorry. All righty. So, yeah, regret is big. So today we have a clearing, which is interesting because we weren't planning this out, but we do have a clearing on regret today. Yeah, and just a little under an hour. Regret for times you haven't treated other people very well when you otherwise feel like a kind and empathetic person would be a big one too. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Financial regrets. Oh, yeah. It's just all over, you know. I regret that my past... Cynthia. Yes, Cynthia. Regret that you didn't heal all your stuff. But the good news is neither did anybody else. Yeah. But here you are. Yeah, here you are. So you got great opportunity. Okay, put that back. Yeah, don't die with regrets. So just remember, group clearing today, healing regrets. Yeah, so the whole regret thing, I remember, you know, it's like looking at people dying like on their deathbeds and stuff. They have such regret. Oh, regret, you know, and a lot of it really does have to do with, you know, it's the emotion of just sharing love, you know, opening your heart to each other, opening your heart to people, you know. You guys think about this. When you withhold love, it's like you're punishing people. And then you're going to have mega regret, okay? What's in there? Can people get to the new primer? They hold temper. Okay, Cynthia, let's answer this question. Okay, can people get to the new paradigm if they have 10% regret left? Yeah, they can. And then you ask for 20%. 20%? Gets a little iffy. No, Yeah, so that's why, you guys, that's why it's really good to clear out whatever unconscious stuff you've got running, because all that energy gets carried over. You know, the more we clear out this lifetime, the easier our next life will be. Okay, so we want easy, we want simple, we want a gentle life, you know. And if you got all this debris, if you got all the regret, and if you're still holding on to victimization, if you're still holding on to you're not enough, you're not wanted, you don't belong, you're not loved, You know, all that stuff, it just keeps coming back until you face it. Face it. Here's the thing. Here's the good news about clearings, people, is you don't have to go in and do all this massive amount of emotional healing work that I had to do. I had to do, so you didn't have to. So, you know, it's like you just come in and lay down and relax and you're shifted and changed after a clearing. I mean, how cool is that? Oh, I just want to share this, you guys. So one of the reasons I started teaching my work in 1994, I wanted someone to be able to do what I do. I needed someone that could work on me like I worked on others. Okay. That's why I started creating the work. That's why I started teaching the work. That's for real. All righty. What do we got here? Yeah. Narrow 15. Oh, you want me to narrow it down, Cynthia? Okay, hang on. I'll tell you. Give me a sec. Okay, how much regret will you be able to go through the veils? How much regret? 10%? Is that any more than 10%? No, 10%. More than that, 12%? No. It'd be safe to say 10%. If you still have 10% of regret in your energy field, you can pass through the veils into the new paradigm. Okay? If you got more than that, you'll be going somewhere else. You won't be here. So that's good. That works. Yeah, that's good. It's not that bad. Ooh, shame. Okay, hang on. Ooh, shame. Okay, shame's a big one. Right now, people are holding, hang on. Everybody here who's showing up here, how much shame is still in their subconscious? 75. Yeah, we got someone with 75%, still has 75 of the shame. How about Cynthia? Cynthia, she got 50%. It's 45%. Yeah, 45. She got about 45%. Still got 45%. You won't make it through the veils. Sorry. I'm telling the truth, though. All righty. Okay, so shame. Yeah. You got 0%. Cynthia, you got more than that. I can see it. You just don't know it because it's in your subconscious. Okay. I was looking right at it. Okay. You don't even know what it's about. Okay. People, you don't understand when we think about shame, you know, you're probably thinking about, oh, you know, shame meaning you did something and you're ashamed of. Shame is in people's psyche because you're born in a world where we have all these beliefs around shame. You're born in sin. Okay. That right there will mess you up. Okay. And you got this collective consciousness of all these people and their beliefs that you're a part of, buying into until you start waking up. But yeah, but you can't hold on to it. It's all that, it's the negative energies. If you want to go through and the veils into the new paradigm, then do your inner work. You still have, time. We still have 159 years left before we're really in there. So you might have another lifetime, maybe even 2 lifetimes, depending on how long you live. So you got time to do your inner work. So I'd be on it. I'd be after everything, every reaction, every angst, every poor me, every blame, every judgment, every fault finding, every jealousy. I'd be on it, after it. Clean this stuff up because you can. I've told you how 1,000 times. Okay, so there's lots of different kinds of shames. Okay, we do have lots of stuff in our library, in our vault. I don't know that we'll do one on shame, but what we do is we do shame. I think we do categories or topics. Cynthia, you know all the stuff. Not sure what we got, but yeah. So shame is. I mean, if you go to the vault and look up shame, you're going to find videos on that. Okay, but we got to get the shame out, people. And what is this? What is this? Yeah. That's true. They do. That's ego stuff, people. That's ego. They're ego. Okay. There's ego, too much ego. And thinking they're greater than or whatever. Look at me, whatever. There's all this wounding basically, but the need to be recognized, the need to be greater than. This is partly why they do it. So a lot of people throw sexual energy around. They don't know how to contain themselves. And they're, it's the wounding stuff. Okay, hang on. What is this? Is regret really about self? No. Is there more going on? How can we forget our biggest regrets and let them go? Okay. No, it's not about self-blame. Okay. I mean, you can have it. You're going to feel like you're blaming yourself, wishing you had done something different, but it's more than that. Okay. It's like part of what it is there's some things that you can't change. Okay. You can't change it. So, let's just say that hang on, I gotta read somebody. Let's just say that someone died or got severely injured because you weren't paying attention. You can't change it. Deep regret. Okay. So the thing about regret is if you're going to try and clear it on your own, that means you got to go into the emotions that you're feeling when you think about the regret. Okay. So for example, let's just use someone, you weren't watching somebody. Yeah. Yeah. So people having these experiences, kids, they're out playing in the water. The bigger kid is supposed to be watching the younger kid. Bigger kid goes out, gets out of the water, starts doing something else. All of a sudden, the other brother or sister's gone. Mega regret. He's going to live with that their entire life. It's going to fuck him up big time. Okay. But in order to unravel and heal that regret, that person would have to come in and start to feel the emotions that are connected right under all that regret. There'll be different layers of feelings. The key is to go through all the emotions, no matter what they are, surrender to them, let the body release, cry it out, scream it out, rage it out, whatever it is. Keep going. And pretty soon you'll start releasing the feelings of regret. Okay. So there's things that people can do through their emotions and come to the clearing and get it lifted out. You don't have to tell your story. You don't have to go through all the crying. Okay. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Does revenge hold us back? Yes, it does. Yeah. So when you think about revenge, okay, it eats away at people. Okay. It's almost as bad as regret. Okay. That revenge thing. Somebody did something to you. Somebody did something to someone, and you want to get back. Here's how intense that is. Okay. People will have other people who want to punish them, follow them through lifetimes, come into the body and attack them and hurt them, interfere with them because they want revenge. Okay. This is very common. I see this all the time. Okay. And then revenge, it eats away at you. Think about it. When you want revenge, what are you doing? Your mind is spinning and the desire, all this emotion. Okay. Your whole body's being, depleted of your own life force because your energy is focusing on how much you want revenge. You want to punish somebody. You want to hurt somebody. You want them to pay. You want retribution. Okay. All those things are emotional angst. And all those things we clear, which is really cool. Oh. Okay, Cynthia. Okay. So the inner child series. Oh, you guys. Okay. You guys, this is so cool. If you don't know about the inner child thing I'm doing, you might want to find out about it. Okay. I just did an inner child on mother. Okay. So basically what I'm doing is you're learning how to come back in. You are going back into your own subconscious. You are unraveling and healing your stuff so that you can come in and do it again on your own. Okay. Cynthia, so these recordings, I'm not sure, are we going to make them available to other people? You know what I mean? Like, are we going to make them available? You guys, here's the one on shame. You're going to want to get in on this. Here's the link for the inner child shame. Okay. So this is right there. right there. Yeah, so Cynthia's saying, here's the, she even told me, she goes, that was one of the deepest healings she's ever done, was that inner child one. Susan, thank you, sweetie. Yeah, so people, there's lots of, okay, so they can buy them. Okay. All right, so you guys, just so y'all know, if you didn't get in on that first inner child one with the mother, you want this. I'm telling you, you want this, okay? So it's going to be available. You can buy it and listen to it and get the total benefit of it, okay? Okay, good. That's good to know. But today, just y'all know, today we're unraveling regret. Group clearing in about 40 minutes, starts in about 40 minutes, and the topic is regret, or it's take it to the grave, and it's on regret. Okay, so if you haven't, you guys, you might want, I'll post it here again. This is Cynthia posted it. So again, this is for the whole package. Yeah. That's a good one. So you can still buy the package and still get in on the live stuff, which is really cool. Yeah, it's phenomenal, people. It's awesome. Cool. Alrighty. So take it. Yeah. So in shortly, it's take it to the grave, and the topic is regret today. But if you want to get that inner child, the inner child is more of a journey. I'm taking you on a journey. What I'm doing is, I'm actually using, like, I used to be a hypnotherapist, but it doesn't matter. But relaxing the body, then I can start pulling you in so that you start experiencing, like, being really in your subconscious, and then you have the power and ability to start shifting and changing things, which is what we do. Okay, shamans change things, shift and change. Oh, Cynthia, do we have anything on these, the perimenopausal and menopause? Do we have anything on those? I can't remember. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, we can put this in the desire, you know what I mean? Like, we can put that in for people wanting to have that particular clearing happen, you know? So we do, you know, we kind of plan out our clearings like a year in advance, you guys. So sometimes we have special things, special events, kind of like the shamanic journey with inner child. Yeah. Right. So this is what Cynthia's saying. So we schedule stuff way ahead so Chris don't get through. But what we can do, we do have an area where we keep requests somewhere. So we could put that, we can let people know, or even if we just send it to We Care. Yeah, so if you send it to We Care. So you guys were changing everything. I didn't realize we'd be changing the emails as well, but when we changed the website to my name, now all our emails are the name as well. So it'll be We Care at Bonnie Serratore. Okay. But yeah, you could set in a request, and then Margot will put it in Asana, wherever it goes, for future clearings. Okay, so sweetie, if there's if things aren't coming through, if you just again, I know, we transitioned over, and every time we do, there's always something that happens. Oh, you can still access the old website. Okay. All right. So here's a question. What are some regrets that we carry in the subconscious, thus obvious stuff we're not aware of that benefits from clearing? Okay. So in the subconscious, some of the regrets that people have. Hang on a second. I'm just going to tune in. Okay, hang on. So, yeah. Okay. So people will have regrets. It does have to do with expressing love. Okay. That's going to be a big one for everyone. You may not understand it. You may not know it, but it's buried. Okay. Because when we get hurt, we withhold love, and then we hurt people. Okay. When you withhold love, you hurt people. Okay. So there's the withholding of love. Okay. Okay, there's shaming other people, undermining other people. Ooh, yeah. There's stealing from other people, stealing, theft kind of stuff. What else we got in the subconscious? Ooh. Yeah. Okay, we got like jealousies in the subconscious, things that we don't want to look at. Okay, what kind of regrets? Protecting other people, like in childhood. There's a lot of times in childhood, like there might be an abuser with you and your siblings, but not protecting a sibling. Yeah, I mean, I'm remembering in my world, my sister, we just remind me of it, but when we were younger, my mother had married somebody, and for the little while that she was around, he was there, but he was very abusive to my sister, and I didn't realize how much, and I had regret around that I didn't protect her. But yeah, you guys, it's like it's all over the place. Lots of different kinds of regret. So protecting others, yeah, doing things that you wish you hadn't done, that people are judging you for, laughing at you about, making fun of you, whatever. So, just different things, even words that you've said, or something you've said or done, you can't take it back and you have regret. People find out and they think you were bad mouthing them or whatever. I mean, it just goes on and on, people. Regret is major. It's all over the place. Okay. Okay, worked on new bug. Oh, okay, hang on. Yeah, you guys, a lot of stuff is being worked on. New bugs get found sometimes, and there's troubleshooting, but our tech guy is really busy. Okay, so he's working on it. That's good. Yeah, so lots of different things. So yeah, changes. Okay, yeah. So. But again, today you get an opportunity to do the regret thing, meaning regret, unravel this stuff, all that yucky black stuff in the subconscious of regret. It's a lot of energy that happens. Yeah, okay, I'm just reading some of the. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Okay, if I'm going to do a clearing, again, it's going to be more specific, because the whole regret thing, today is the take it to the grave. So that's going to be more of a blanket regret. That means I'm going to be going in, just clearing up regret, all kinds of different regrets. Okay, so today would be a big one for a regret. If you got a lot of regret, this would be a good one to get into, because it's going to be more broad, meaning rather than sexual shame or regret. You know what I'm saying? So we often go topic specific for regret, but today is going to be like big open regret, because it's a take it to the grave. That means all kinds of different topics of regret today. Okay, so you might want to do that one, get in on the regret one there. Okay, we got that. Grief and regret linked for sure. Yeah, regret. So yeah. Well, here's the thing. When you got regret, there's going to be grief in it. Okay, because it's a bad feeling. You know this, all right? But there's always that grief. There's always some kind of grief in it, because think about this. When you got regret, that means something has happened that you wish didn't happen. Okay, something's occurred, you've done something, you've said something, somebody else has said or done something, you didn't do something. There's going to be that regret, but there's always going to be that grief in there as well. Okay, so today I will be working, the main thing will be the regret, but I will be clearing probably I'll be clearing out some of the shame around stuff of regret, even the grief and sadness, despondency, despair around regret. So today's going to be a good one, a big one. You want to get in on that. If you can't, It'll go into our vault and you can always buy it later. Yeah, clearing will of, ooh, yeah, clearing the will of grief, help go deeper into this too. Yeah, so this is clearing the well of grief can help go deeper. Yeah, so I'll remember the well of grief today, Cynthia. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, so I'll go into that well of grief. Yeah, today's going to be big. It's going to be big. So if you can make it, make it. Okay, well of grief. And then regret. So today is regret. And then again, I just want to remind people that Inner Child series, the shamanic journey one with the inner child, very cool stuff. I owe you no more. I owe you no more. And the karma say, what does that mean? Well, it means you're done, like think about karma. Okay. So when you think about karma, you're thinking about, okay, one person does something, then the other person does something, and we just keep this back and forth thing going. So the I owe you, I don't owe you anymore, karma. I don't owe you anymore. I'm done. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to dance in that dance anymore. I stop. Okay. We take it to an end. That means I owe you no more. No more. Yeah, big time connection to, yeah, it's, whoops. Cynthia. Okay, the big time connection of self-responsibility. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys, here's the thing, there's no victims here. Yeah, I know everybody thinks they are, but you're not. You've made agreements to come in and have certain experiences. You're going to have them, okay? And you've agreed to do different things with different people. So it's like this whole dance that everybody's doing that that you don't realize that you're a part of, but you are the creator of your reality. You are responsible for your life and for your being. And it's like we have to wake up to that we create everything. And it comes from the subconscious and the carryover. So lots of stuff, people, lots of cool stuff. So I'm going to get going here because we have to get ready for the clearing, for the group clearing that happens. And we start at, we meet at 2:30 my time, Eastern time. So hopefully we'll see some of you there. All right. Okay. I'll see you, Cynthia. Thanks everyone for being here.